Karate Kid. Jet watch how the chop kick. Watch this. My guns on, never talk shit. Jet watch when the pistol spit. Young nigga, and I got a whole lot of this. My whole team baller, you can call me Coach Carter. I like my bitch short and my money real
time. Yo, what's good? It's your boy Baker back with a video real quick on a light one, you feel me? This is the 2K Combine. I haven't posted no videos from this because I wanted to like post how I felt about it and like how like the overall of it, you feel me? Now, don't get me wrong, 72,000 people made it into the Combine, you feel me? But only 102 players are getting picked. Now, how I look at it, that's not bad, you feel me? 6 players a team is just like it could be like in the NBA with the 6-man. But I feel as though as a trial, it worked. It kind of worked out. What I mean by that is when they saw that a lot of younger kids made it into the Combine. You feel me? And so I'm like, it was out of the 40 games I had played, about 10 of the games I played was what point guards that was from 12 to 15 years old. You feel me? And then what made it worse was they actually said their age during the games. You feel me? So that was like a negative when they said like only 18 and older people was going to get into it. So that's like one of the negatives. Another negative was a lot of people created point guards so they wouldn't have to pass. And with that, a lot of point guards didn't have mics, so when they did something wrong or hard, you feel me, and you said something about them, they just wouldn't respond. Me personally, I feel as though as a point guard, you should always have a mic because you have to talk to your team. If you're the floor general, you have to communicate. Like, I done played with so many point guards where as soon as they grab the ball, they charge straight down the middle. Like, a point guard's supposed to stay in the middle at the top, overseeing the court to see where the ball is going to go to. If you're running dashing straight down the middle, you're not giving your team any option to spread the floor because now everybody's rushing just in case you put up a crazy shot. Another thing that was like a problem to me was a lot of the point guards couldn't take criticism. You feel me? Like, you tell them like, yo, you the point guard, you don't need to be dashing to the hole like that, and they will get mad and they will start using racial slurs or cussing or whatever. You feel me? And that was like another problem. If you want to be looked at as a point guard, you have to accept criticism, good or bad. Like, if you're in a bad position or you made a certain mistake, just be like, oh, all right, my bad, and then move on. It gets bad when it happens and you continually fight about it. You feel me? Like, I done had multiple people criticize me saying like, on a certain play I should have ran to the corner. Alright, so next play when the same thing happened, I'm going to run to the corner. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to just do what was said and see if it works. So if it don't work, you can see that it don't work. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, a lot of people couldn't accept criticism. And then the centers, a lot of centers was worried about stats so much that they would shoot, and when they miss, they would grab a board and go straight back up. And they would keep doing it, like keep repeating it. Even if 3 people came down there, they'd just keep doing it and keep doing it. That's another thing. Some of the centers wasn't thinking. They was just thinking about their stats and getting drafted. They wasn't thinking about being a team player. As a center, when you're in a bad position, you have to know when to take a shot and when to kick out. Not every time you grab a board, you go up. It's not a good look, especially when you miss 3 times and then you go up for the 4th one and get blocked, and then you say, oh man, I don't know why I ain't dunk it when there's 3 people around you. You get me? It don't make sense as a smart player. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, the good I could take from it was they put you out your comfort zone. They took away your player, they took away your jump shot, they took away your dribble moves, your dunk packages, all that. And then they gave you a player and everything was on default. Your dribbles, your jump shot, you could only choose one jump shot. You couldn't make a complete custom jump shot. You had to just choose one of the numbers. You couldn't choose a player jump shot. You feel me? So it was like everything was completely at random. I think that was a good idea. All your badges were either maxed out or put up to a minimum, which I think was a good idea. Like, you don't want somebody who's a pure sharp with all Hall of Fame badges, then all he gonna do is sit out there and shoot threes. You get what I'm saying? So they minimize people badges to make them play as a player, like to see what your IQ is. Do you know how to switch on screens? Is your offensive IQ high enough to see if a player is open, you're gonna give it to him, or is you just a player that's just particularly worried about stats? Now, it came down to a lot of people had more losses than wins. A lot of people had more wins than losses. A lot of people broke even. But if stats really don't matter, it doesn't matter if you win or not. But a lot of people have quit and unplugged their connection when they was losing and they didn't like something. You feel me? They look at that. And when you quit, I think if you quit more than 2 times or if you fouled out more than 2 times, they automatically snatched you out of the combine. You feel me? It sounds crazy, but you know, if you want to play on a team, you can't be quitting. If you quit in the middle of a game, I'm pretty sure none of the coaches or staff will want you, because that's just showing like you're not a good sport. Like once things get worse, you go to hide or something like that. And another thing about the 2K League, so there's been a lot of things floating around about how they would do it, and if they're going to do drug tests. Now, a lot of people feel as though that's not fair because it's a game, but you gotta think this game is paying you, so it's only right if they want to test you or not. Like niggas, like I'm pretty sure the people who own the gaming, people that owns the house, don't want nobody in there smoking or doing any types of drugs. You feel me? Like, I mean, if you can't quit and this is what you want to do, then you shouldn't be playing. It's just that simple. But I have been on Twitter and I seen them saying that a lot of people has already been disqualified from certain game days because they have been quitting too much or was in violation for something. And the application is now over. The application was cool. It's filled with a bunch of questions that people should already know. It's testing your IQ, your mental ability. You know, can't really reveal nothing much about that because they say like if you share or whatever, you get disqualified and you get kicked out of it and all that. But besides that, it was like a good experience. Now we're just waiting until March where they do the draft. I would really like to be one of the people that get drafted, but you know, it could be better people than you. You know, it could be better people. People who has a stronger IQ on offense or defense or both. But I feel as though my gameplay was good. They have everything recorded, so they can see everything. Like they see if you took a bad shot. They even have audio and video. So when you out here arguing with your teammates instead of like trying to squash it all, it don't look good on your part. Because it's like saying like instead of helping your team, you're adding fuel to the fire. You feel me? So that's like another bad thing. But all in all, I feel as though they did good with the combine. I feel as though they really did good. A lot of YouTubers did participate, and of course, you know, when when people heard the YouTuber's voice, they ain't do nothing but get a ball to the YouTuber. Like some YouTubers really wasn't with it, but you know, I say some YouTubers who really played every position and only played like 30 games. You feel me? But that's just a little of how I feel about the 2K Combine. It was worth the 50 games and then the 40 games, so 90 total. It was worth it. But it's your boy Baker. I'll be bringing up another video soon. Like, comment, subscribe if you new. And I'm out, people.
Dough that's on my soul. I never loved a bitch more than the dough that's on my soul. I never loved a bitch more than the dough that's on my soul. I never loved a bitch more than the dough that's on my soul. You know I'm a